Okay guys, so we're back out on the bank. Something a little bit different this week. I've just popped out for a couple of hours. I'm doing like a bit of a trial. I've come to this little pool that we fished back in about March, just when the things started to warm up. We were on the peg just down here, I think. We just caught some small roach. Anyway, basically what I've come down to do is to try the speed fishing. So I've brought a little whip, yeah. It's a trial. I've also come to look at a couple of the lakes to fish for the rest of the weekend. I'm going to do another day and be a bit more serious fishing, if you like. I've just seen a lovely shoulder bream on a pool, so I think that's going to be the one. Anyway, so today though, like I said, we're going to go at the speed fishing. Now, my target is 400 fish in 5 hours. Now, I don't know, I wasn't sure how achievable that is. It's a fish every 40 seconds for 5 hours. So it's some going just to keep it up for 5 hours. You know, I think it's doable for an hour quite, you know, if you've got the right venue. But yeah, but I've just watched a podcast with Alan Scoffham, and I know Alan Scoffham, but he did 900 bleak, over 900 bleak in 5 hour match. So yeah, so 400, yeah, I think it is doable but hard. So we're here for a trial. I've brought my Drennan Vertex whip, 3 metre, comes with a disgorger and a rig. Really good. Anyone who's looking to start out fishing cracking, I think it's about £34. It's just got the connector on, so you just hook the rig on, you're ready to go. Like I said, a disgorger, so yeah, good little bit of kit. Anyway, that's what we're doing, but at the same time, we've got a method feeder out. I've got my stopwatch and my clicker, so if we get anything on the method feeder, we'll pause the stopwatch and go back to it after. Got a pink wafter on there, and we've got maggots and ground bait for the method feeder. Right, let's get on the box and see how we get on. Okay guys, so we just had that one on our feet. So we've got 7 on the clicker already. Here's the stopwatch. We're pressing go. Let's see how we get on. So we're just going to try fishing at the end of the rod tip, so that will enable us to see the bites on that. Although we're not focusing on that too much. And but you know, it'd be nice. There's some weird and wonderful fishing here, I believe. Don't know why that's sitting so low. So it'd be nice to get into some of them on the method. But it is, like I said, it's a bit of an experiment just to see. I think when I do it, I'll probably, I don't know, is it cheating to bait for 10 minutes beforehand to get the fish in swim? I don't know, we'll see. See how we get on today. It's going to be really hard remembering to bait so often. I think it is just going to be, if the maggot's minging, I'm not bothered. I'm going to just chuck it back out until it's gone, basically. I'm hoping. So yeah, 4 or 5 maggots probably. Very regular. First couple of fish we had were quite big. Smaller fish are better, really, I suppose. Get them in a bit quicker, and yeah, see, look, these ones. Ooh, bit of a tough. Not good. Right. Bit tougher to swing in. And we've got to remember the clicker. And that was more like 6 maggots. Oh. I believe there's enough fish in here to do it. As of June the 16th, you can use a keep net again on here. So, like I said, I don't tend to use them often, but for the challenge, it'd be nice to see the final net. guess it's a case of trying to go quick. See, but now I'm like shaking a bit. It's like trying to go quick, but not too quick, because you start making mistakes. So it's just trying to just be smooth, I guess, and get a rhythm going. So guys, we've just done an hour on the stopwatch. We've just paused it, and we've got 54 on the clicker, so not the best really. Obviously we're looking at 70 fish an hour, or whatever it is, but I've written it all down somewhere for when I actually do it properly. But what have we learned? We've learned definitely that I think pinkies is the way forward. I'm going to carry on feeding just because I'm going to do a second hour in a minute. It'd be interesting to see. The second hour might be better. So obviously let's build up the swim a little bit at the start. Now we've had more than enough bites, 100%. We've had a bite every single put in. We've missed a load of bites. There's a lot of really little rudd down there. And that's why I'm thinking pinkies might be the way forward, so we can pick up those fish. We've dropped quite a lot of fish as well coming off. I'm not sure. I don't want to go barbed hook because, well, our fishery rules probably as well. But not only that, you're disgorging every fish. I've had it in the past, so yeah, possibly we'll have to trial. I don't know, maybe with the smaller bait that's going to be the one. But yeah, what I have learned as well is it's hard work. It is really hard work. It's hard work trying to concentrate on just on the feeding, on the rhythm, and it's hard not to be distracted. Now, I haven't had anything on the method feeder, but there's carp have boshed out, the lilies have been rattling, you know, there's yeah, so there's distractions and stuff, and you've just got to try and, I guess, focus, get all that out of your mind, just fully focus. The rod is in the way probably a little bit as well, so that won't be there when I do it, and I'm not sure. I'll probably get rid of my spray bar as well. Don't need it. The reason why I like it is if you land a fish, you can use it to rest the landing net, and then the fish is suspended, and so it's quite good for that if we get anything on the method feeder. But yeah, that'll go. But I think the way forward is probably sitting down on the platform with my legs over the edge, if I can do that, just to get lower down to the water. Get the fish, you know. I don't know if you remember back in the day, but they used to have a big ring on top of their keep net, and they'd like come up, and then like they'd have like a thing that went into the keep net. So if they hit their chest, the bleed could just roll in. So yeah, if it goes in the keep net, it counts. That's how I'm going to look at it when I do it properly. Today I've looked at it that is if I've held it and I would have been able to put it in the keep net, but if that keep net is in between my legs, a lot of the fish that have dropped off today probably would have landed in the keep net if I sit down there, and yeah, just being a bit lower to the water, you're closer to the fish, there's less time swinging them in, so like I said, might have a bonus fish dropping in. So yeah, so we've learned plenty. We're going to do another hour now and yeah, see how we get on. Well guys, I decided to try and hit the target of 100 fish, so we did it just over 2 hours. To be fair, I think there was a 6 or whatever it was on the clicker first, so a bit more than just over 2 hours. But we've learnt plenty. I definitely think pinkies was the way. I started chopping the maggots in half, and that did help, but obviously that's going to be slower, so yeah, we'll definitely go with pinkies. Again, I had enough bites easily. I mean, we got 100 on the clicker. I had at least probably 300 bites. Probably dropped nearly 100. You know, so while I'm swinging them towards me. So yeah, I think sitting lower down, probably just use the top 2 sections of the whip as well, rather than the whole 3 meters. And lower down to the water, keep net in front of me. yeah, so, but yeah, positives, that's what we came here to learn, didn't we? So yeah, anyway, backside's starting to hurt. That is hard work. That is hard work to focus and stuff. We did get one little take on the method feeder, but it aborted. So that's still out while we're packing up. You never know, might pick up something. But yeah, beer is calling. It's Saturday night. We're going home. Have a nice cold beer. But we'll be back out on the bank soon. And yeah, when June comes round, we'll probably have another trial, another few trials. But hopefully, yeah, when June comes round, because I want to wait till June the 16th. Whoa! Live take. We're going to wait till June the 16th. I'm going to have to put the phone down a second to use the landing net, but we're going to wait till June the 16th so we can use the keep net and have a look at the final net when we actually do it properly. Looks like a nice little mirror. Right, I know. Oh, hey, it's a brown goldfish. Get off that. Right, let me put this on the stand. Well guys, that's a great way to end the video. Look at the size of the fins on him. What a cool fish. Let's get him back. As ever guys, thank you very much for watching. Tight lines in your own fishing. Hope you're doing well. Cheers guys, bye now. Well guys, we're saying bye again. I put the rod back out. Basically just underneath where we've been flicking the maggots all day. And as soon as I stepped off my box, it had been in the water 30 seconds, it ripped off with this angry comment. Right, let's get it back and we'll try and pack up. Cheers guys. Well guys, I'm made up with this fish. Hopefully I'll be able to show him to you. Oh. Maybe not. Yeah, cracking eel. Well guys, we've had another reel. It's not as big as the first one, unfortunately. Quite a bit smaller than the last one. He is a real handful. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I do love him. I'm going to say he's just over a pound. I think the other one maybe was that £2 we've been after, but right, let's get this fish back.